Hello, I will be kicking us off for our group project presentation. My name is Samuel Eduardo Mancas. Um, I uh, I will be presenting on England's road movement, air access, electricity, grid, etc. Um, and we'll be kind of going over whether we would recommend that a business move over to England and London, and whether the infrastructure within is stable enough for a business to thrive, not just survive. And I would like to notate that my head is very stuffed and I'm having a hard time hearing. So if that's coming across in any way, I apologize. It's just those sinuses kind of dropping. So with that being said, we have London, the city, and then of course England, the country. And the reason why we broke these up a little bit initially is because England, of course, is very developed. If you look at the roads within England, London specifically, you'll notate that there's not a whole lot of room for improvement, and there's not much caution in the wind for companies to have. But if we pull out a little bit more towards uh, England as a whole, then you would notate that there is some infrastructure improvements that companies should be aware of. Some of the roads and the subset roads within England on the way to London are a little bit worn down, and they do have that um, old school vibe, that old English vibe to them. So while that wouldn't be something that would caution us to have a organization not move into London, that is something that an organization should be aware of. Um, that they will need to take that into account and take a solid review of those roads and the development outside of England, and how their trucks and supplies could be coming in, just to make sure they have solid plans in place. Outside of that, though, England is a very developed country, and of course, London, the city, is extremely developed, and you would be able to sustain a business there very successfully, as you could notate through all of the businesses currently thriving there. Now, as we move on to air access and kind of the global connection of England, it's very strong. It's centralized in Europe, where you can quickly jump across to America, or you can go across to Russia and France and England. And it's really, I would say, strategically placed for a business to thrive, and not just survive. So air access and global connection in England is strong. And if you look into the history of England, that's always been the case. And one of the last things that I would like to notate is the electricity and just kind of the operational stability of England, as well as also extremely strong. There isn't a whole lot of room for improvement in terms of the English electrical grid. And you'll notice in my references that there's several papers that I would encourage you to look over, that England does a very good job with kind of surveying where they currently are as a country, gathering that data, and then setting action steps for the future to make sure that they can keep their stability going forward. And with that being said, I would just notate the great Jane Doe, uh, and what she said is, success is where preparation and opportunity meet. And we think that if you're prepared, England is a great place for any business to move. So I will now kick this off to one of my fine counterparts in the class.
Hello, everyone. My name is Rachel Kazarin, and today I am focusing on marketing and technology for our country that we chosen, which is London, the United Kingdom. Marketing and technology has helped businesses in London connect with customers. Companies use the internet, social media, and e commerce to promote products and communicate with people. Because London has strong digital technology, businesses can reach customers quickly and grow their brand. So, here we'll be talking about technology in London and how it helps businesses connect with people. So, London has a strong internet access, and many people use smartphones every day for things like shopping, social media, and searching for information online. Because so many people are connected to the internet, businesses use digital marketing to promote their products and services. So, for an example, companies use social media platforms, websites, and online advertisements to reach their consumers. This helps businesses share information about new products, special deals, and updates. Technology also helps businesses communicate with customers much faster. Companies can respond to messages, answer questions, and provide customer support through apps, emails, and social media. Overall, technology plays a very important role here for London, especially for the businesses, and it allows them to reach more customers and bring growth to their brand. So, on this slide, we'll be talking about their internet usage in the United Kingdom. So, the internet usage in the UK is very high compared to many other countries. According to the Office for National Statistics, about 97% of people in the UK use the internet regularly. This means that almost everyone uses the internet for daily activities like searching for information, shopping online, and watching videos or using social media. Because so many people use the internet, it has become a very important tool for businesses. Companies create websites where customers can learn about their products and services. These websites often include information such as prices, product details, promotions, and ways to contact the company. So, the internet also allows businesses to advertise online and reach more people. For an example, companies can appear in search results, run online ads, and connect with customers through different platforms. Overall, high internet usage in the UK makes it easier for businesses to share information, attract customers, and grow their brand in a digital environment. So, here we'll focus on social media marketing. So, today, social media is one of the most important tools that businesses use. And this is a way that they're able to connect with customers. So, popular platforms today that most people use are like TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. Millions of people use these platforms every day to watch videos, share content, and communicate with others. In the UK, about 80% of the population uses social media, according to Statista. Because so many people are active online, businesses use these platforms as a way to promote their products and services. Companies often post photos, videos, and advertisements to attract customers. For example, businesses may share their product demonstrations, promotions, or behind the scenes content to keep customers interested. Social media also allows businesses to interact with customers by responding to comments, answering questions, and building relationships with their audience. Social media marketing helps company reach a large number of people quickly. This helps businesses grow their brand and stay competitive in today's digital world. And this is why social media is very important and very common in the business industry today. So, lastly, we'll be talking about the e commerce in London. E commerce means buying and selling products online through websites or mobile apps. In the UK, online shopping is very popular and continues to grow every year. The United Kingdom has one of the largest e commerce markets in Europe. According to the International Trade Administration, the UK has the largest e commerce market in Europe. This means that many businesses sell their products online and many customers prefer shopping this way. So, customers like online shopping because it is fast, easy, and convenient. Because I know I like online shopping because of that. People can shop from their phones or computers without leaving their homes. They can compare prices, read reviews, and have products delivered directly to their homes. Because of this, many businesses in London invest in strong online stores and digital marketing strategies to reach more customers. Now, with that being said, e commerce plays a very important role in the UK's economy and helps businesses grow in the digital world as well.
Hello, guys. My name is Jose Alejandro Calvo. Today, we'll be talking about the distribution and retail system in London and England. For explaining my slide, I got the retail demand and the structured distribution. These are two important parts of my part in the presentation because we talk about the great potential that London is and how in a specific a good distribution a structure an organizational distribution that connects suppliers with distributors, warehouses, and then to the retail stores. It's key in order to allow the products to move efficiently through all the city or the country. But this is key, right? Because the potential without taking being well organized is just an idea, it's just a potential that is not being applied and take advantage of it. But one of the quotes that best explain why England is a great potential an economic movement is this quote about nearly £4 of every £10 spent by residents goes to retail goods. This talks about how there is a high demand on the retail uh, products. So we already talked about the huge potential the retail has in London, but let's talk about the retail environment itself. So let's see like this: there is a big one and there is a small one. What is the big one? The big one is obviously large retail networks. That actually London has over 4,000 retail outlets, including shopping centers, department stores, and neighborhood shops. And we can say these are the big companies, right? The huge companies around the world that get into the malls and everything. But another really cultural or local thing of London and England by itself, it's the famous hubs, right? What is a hub? It's more than a local thing. It's more like a where the small investment, the small economics go through London. So this is really cool because we see here how two part of the retail, the big one and the small one, get all together, join big companies with local and small businesses. One of the things that we talk about in the past slide was about local, right? This word in specific is really important because it's not just about the things that are made in London. It's also one of the most important parts in the process that is actually the people that works there. And in specific, imagine you being as a company that want to expand to London. Uh, always this is a good idea. This is always a great opportunity here in London, but just growing often has this wrongly idea or perspective about you need to do it by yourself. But the reality here and more in London and actually a lot of companies that does that, it's important to be making partnerships with the local distributors, obviously, because you're gonna be uh working in the country. But this is not just for because you're gonna be in the country, it's because is this makes more the market efficiency. Why? Because at the moment you hire these people that are from I mean from the regional part you're gonna be spending, they will be able to. I mean, they already know the market, the retail dynamics, and the regional demand that gets there. These partnerships also simplify logistics, improve inventory management, and support local employment. That is a great part of the of investing in for forging countries. And it's important because they already know what is going on where you are going just to grow. About shipping and warehousing, this is just a basic, a quick resume about why these well-known and really popular concepts are well-known for everyone. But it's just important to mention that the flow in inventory and a good warehousing system is always helpful because it's gonna be satisfying the demand, and the demand is gonna keep stable, right? Because the demand keeps stable, it's not just like people asking for something and it's like a mode or something else. It is literally something gradual that is helping a demand that is in constant improvement. So a well inventory flow and supply stability helps to keep more than nothing, obviously to be the keep the product flowing, but it's not just the product, it's about the demand. And in my personal opinion, the most important part of the of this distribution in the retail system is the final delivery, because these affect the most important part in the process, the customer experience. At the beginning, we talk about the demand, and in the past slide, we talk about how we can keep the demand in a good position where it is constantly flowing and it's not just a stock or it's not being satisfied correctly. So here it's really important to keep the customer experience in a high level and keep the customers really happy about that. Why or how? By having a stock, by distributing everything good, and finally find the final delivery. You can be the most popular product, you can be the most popular company, but if at the end the customer is not happy because the way or the products, the quality, whatever, is not getting delivered correctly, it doesn't matter if you got a demand, it doesn't matter if it's a first world country, as England is, or one of the most important cities as London is. Customer is not gonna accept you, and eventually it's gonna be dropping the demand into nothing. So just to keep the business, just to keep the success in the business, it's important to always be aware of this and be constantly on top of the warehouses, the distribution process, just to make sure every product is keeping with all the quality until, I mean, more important actually in the e-commerce, where they are expecting it in their homes. It's different where they go in store when they shop it, because final delivery is not is doesn't exist over there. But in the other way, when it's being delivered through the e-commerce, it's really important to be taking care of that. uh I An example, it's Chick-fil-A. It's just about the customer experience, and it's about always a great idea to invest on that. The delivery stage directly affects customer satisfaction and business performance, and in the service fulfillment, even with strong infrastructure and logistics, the service only succeeds when the product arrives on time and in good condition. In conclusion, London as one of the most important cities in the world, and the same way as England as one of the most important countries in the world, it's important to have, even if those the city and country represent a really good potential to economic movement, it also counts with an efficient distribution that is a key in the process to success in business. London system logistic networks connect suppliers, warehouses, retailers, and delivery services. Is a great opportunity to be investing in the retail itself area, and at the same time in the e-commerce, due to this technology and first first developed infrastructure in distribution. It's important to have a reliable market environment where all these distribution processes make their job together and can be delivering whatever product, whatever the customer want, to keep always a high standard of customer services and a great distribution method. This structure allows products to circulate smoothly as well, also efficiently, making London a stable and efficient market for international companies. Thank you.
Like, to start this off, the business environment in London and the UK, they both offer a highly developed and business-friendly commercial environment. The country benefits from strong distribution networks, a dense retail market, and advanced digital infrastructure. Additionally, the UK has the largest e-commerce market in Europe, which creates significant opportunities for businesses that want to operate both physically and digitally. These factors together make the UK a major hub for commerce and international business. The UK operates through highly developed supply chain systems supported by distributors, sales agents, and foreign subsidiaries. London itself has more than 40,000 retail outlets and about 1,200 designated shopping centers. This reflects a very dense retail market that requires strong logistics and distribution networks to keep products available and stocked. Uh, Almost £4 out of every £10 spent by London residents goes towards retail goods, highlighting the strength of consumer demand. The UK also has an extremely strong digital connectivity. Around 97% of the population regularly uses the internet, and about 80% actively uses social media platforms. Because of this high level of digital engagement, businesses have to prioritize digital marketing and online retail strategies. The UK's position as Europe's largest e-commerce market means companies have major opportunities to reach customers nationwide through online platforms. Uh, so these conditions create several advantages for businesses operating in the UK. First, the country has stable markets and well-established legal frameworks, which reduce uncertainty for companies. And second, consumer purchasing power in London is really strong, which drives consistent retail demand. Finally, the advanced digital infrastructure and established e-commerce systems make it easier for businesses to reach customers both online and in physical stores. These factors make the UK particularly attractive to international firms. So, despite all of the strength I just went over within business in the UK and London, there are also several challenges. London's retail market is extremely competitive due to the number of stores and businesses operating there. Additionally, operating costs such as rent, labor, and logistics are typically high. The large and dispersed retail network also requires careful inventory and supply chain management. And finally, because digital usage is so widespread, customers expect seamless online experiences, fast delivery, and strong digital engagement from the businesses. So between the advantages and the challenges that I just went over, the UK presents many opportunities for growth. Businesses can take advantage of the omnichannel retail by combining physical stores with online shopping. Digital marketing strategies such as influencer marketing and targeted advertising are also very effective due to the high social media usage. And companies can scale their operations through the UK's strong e-commerce infrastructure. Overall, London remains one of the most attractive business environments in Europe for companies that can adapt, innovate, and compete effectively.